Hello dear viewers, on the Abu Bakr Yendan channel, we will talk about the best football teams in the World Cup. Enjoy watching. Number 20. France 1986. The France team of the 1986 World Cup did not leave as winners, but they did make an enormous impact upon the tournament. Number 19. England 1966. England may have had the advantage of being on home soil, but their World Cup winning side were still a force to be reckoned with. The likes of Bobby Charlton gave them real attacking force, and their extra-time victory over West Germany made the 1966 final one of the most dramatic in World Cup history. Number 18. West Germany 1954. Hungary and West Germany had played each other just 3 weeks before they met in the 1954 World Cup final. On that occasion, the Hungarians emerged as 8-3 victors. However, come the final, the Germans got the job done. Number 17. Argentina 1986. This side are often wrongfully regarded as a one-man team. Although Diego Maradona was doubtless instrumental to their World Cup success, he was surrounded by a side who played with aggression, intelligence, and no lack of skill. Number 16. Uruguay 1950. The Brazilian newspapers declared their national team as world champions on the eve of the 1950 final. They had a shock coming. Uruguay pulled off an unexpected 2-1 win at the Maracanã to send shockwaves through world football. Number 15. Italy 1982. This Italy team emerged from disarray to win the World Cup. They didn't even win any of their group games, playing out 3 draws, before they exploded in the latter stages. They beat both Argentina and Brazil on the way to victory, with Golden Boot winner Paolo Rossi grabbing a hat-trick against the latter. Not bad for slow starters. Number 14. Uruguay 1930. The Uruguay team of 1930 demolished the opposition, scoring 15 goals in the tournament and conceding just 3. In the final, they overcame neighbors and rivals Argentina to become the inaugural World Cup winners. Number 13. France 1998. In 1998, hosts France won the tournament without losing a single game. What's more, they conceded just 2 goals in the entire competition. In the final, they thrashed Brazil 3-0. Their victory was absolutely emphatic. Number 12. West Germany 1990. This German team went 3 years with just 1 competitive defeat. Having reached the semi-finals in Euro 1988, they progressed to win the World Cup in 1990. Number 11. Italy 1938. Legendary tactician Vittorio Pozzo became the first and, so far, only coach to win 2 World Cups, reprising his 1934 success with Italy to beat Hungary 4-2 in the 1938 final. Number 10. Netherlands 1974. The Dutch have a nasty habit of producing great sides that fail to crown their success with a trophy. That was particularly true in the 1970s. In 1974, the Dutch reached the final with their compelling brand of total football but came up short against rivals West Germany. Nevertheless, their attractive style of play is still celebrated to this day. Number 9. Brazil 2002. This side are the only Brazilian team to have won 7 games in a World Cup tournament. They cruised to the title, outscoring their opponents by 18 goals to 4. Number 8. Netherlands 1978. One of the greatest teams in the history of this competition is also one responsible for losing successive finals. After defeat against West Germany in 1974, the Dutch were heartbroken to fall at the last hurdle once again in 1978. This time, it was the Argentines who saw them off. Number 7. Hungary 1954. Led by the legendary Ferenc Puskás, this team were known across the globe as the Magical Magyars. Despite an incredible set of performances in the tournament, beating Brazil and Uruguay along the way, the Hungarians suffered a shock defeat to West Germany in the 1954 final. Number 6. Brazil 1982. The Brazil team of 1982 are often labeled the greatest international side to have failed to win the World Cup. This was an archetypal Brazilian side, full of skill and providing magical moments aplenty. The likes of Zico, Socrates, and Eder made them worth successors to the iconic team of 1970. Their exit against Italy was a huge shock, but it does little to rob them of their undisputed brilliance. Number 5. Brazil 1962. Any team that wins 2 successive World Cups must contain some pretty remarkable elements. That Brazil managed it without their best player, the injured striker Pelé, tells you just how special they were. Number 4. Brazil 1958. Brazil beat hosts Sweden 5-2 to lift the 1958 World Cup. During that game, Pelé simultaneously became the youngest player to play a World Cup final, the youngest scorer in a World Cup final, and the youngest player to win a World Cup winner's medal. Number 3. Spain 2010. The all-conquering Spain team of 2010 would have been fit to grace any World Cup. Their tiki-taka style suffocated opponents, lulling them into a state of exhaustion that allowed the likes of Xavi, Andrés Iniesta, and Xavi Alonso to pick them off at will. Number 2. West Germany 1974. After claiming the European Championships in 1972, West Germany graduated to dominate on the world stage in 1974. This team was built around stylish sweeper Franz Beckenbauer, who commanded his troops from the back of the field. Up top, they were able to call on the predatory instincts of Gerd Müller. Number 1. Brazil 1970. The Brazil team of 1970 is the greatest in the history of the World Cup. No team has ever dominated a tournament in the manner that the Silico did during that summer. The Brazilians did more than win the tournament. They inspired a generation. There was something almost supernatural about their play, typified by that unforgettable Carlos Alberto goal during the final against Italy. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to the channel. Abu Bakr Yendan channel.